Hello everyone, welcome to today's feature video where I'll be taking you through the Georoute feature on mobile. So first question would be, what is the Georoute feature? And this is a feature that allows the talent partner or employee to be able to time into tasks outside their whitelisted IP addresses and still continue being timed in. However, their location will be tracked. So this is particularly useful in situations where you need to be on the go. So for example, users such as drivers, this particular feature really comes in handy. So start off here on my screen, I am logged in as a client or employer, and I am in the platform settings. So first of all, this was initially locked, so I just click on this button to unlock the platform settings. Then you have two options. You have the templates, or you can search for platform settings according to the employee name. So what I'll do, I'll just search for the employee I want to change the settings for, and then click on configure. Come here to mobile. Now down here on whitelisted IP addresses, you can see the toggle has been turned on, and there are two settings. There is one here, and then there's a second one here. So these are the IP addresses within which the user needs to be connected to for them to be able to time in and work on the respective client apps. I can just demonstrate how one would create an IP address configuration. So you click on that button, and then here you would just key in the title of the IP address. And below here, you just put in the range of that IP. If it is a range, you can tick that to have the starting and the ending point. But if it is not, you can just key in the values here, respectively. And then this is the toggle, which when turned on would allow the Georoute feature to be able to be turned on and allow for location tracking when the user is not within this IP address. So for now, I can just cancel this. I already had some two IP addresses that I had pre-configured with the Georoute flag set to true. And that's how it looks like here. I've switched to a different device so that I can show you the workflow in action when the user moves out of the whitelisted IP address. So I will now pull down my notification tree and switch to mobile data, which is not whitelisted. Once I do that, this dialog is now shown to the user with the information that now that they're probably leaving the location within which they are timed in, or they're supposed to be timed in within the designated IP address. So we just show this dialog seeking confirmation from the user that this is actually what they intend to do, and cancel that. And the user would scan their face, would do that, and click the button there. Then before they time in, they need to proceed to grant location access to the app. So I will just do that. Then press the continue button. And now the user is timed in outside the whitelisted IP address. But you can see from this icon here that the location is the GPS is turned on and the location is being tracked. If you are to come to the overview page or the overview screen, there is this view here that shows the last known location to the user. And there's a justification for this. So your location is currently being tracked as you're outside your IP address. The last time the location was updated is also included here. So I will just pause this video and then take a walk around the office block so that I can have a couple of different location updates in the log. Then I will show you how this would look like on the map on the HQZen side. I am logged back in on HQZen as a client or employer and clicked on the executive tab and navigated to the employees section, filtered against this user here. And in this page, we have the listing of the time logs. So for today, you can see there's this icon here that has this pin on it, and hovering shows the show route label. So this is an indicator that this user at some point timed out, or rather was working outside their designated IP addresses. So that means if they were doing that, they had their location being tracked if the Georoute feature is turned on. So when I click on this, the employer of the client is able to see the route that the user was on while they were timed in outside the IP address with their location being tracked. So for this user, you can see that they started off at point A. They were in this building, the Well Karen, and they moved along this route. They moved along this route, and they also moved along this route to point B. And you also have the time logs that they were timed in to while they were outside the designated IP address. So at 4:16 p.m., the user left the designated IP address, and we have this accompanying photo. And close that. So this is the next time the location was updated at 4:20 p.m. The user was at this area. At 4:24 p.m., the user timed out. At 4:37 p.m., they were timed in and again left the designated IP address. There's an accompanying photo once again. Again, at 5:48 p.m., they left the designated IP address. There's the accompanying photo. And then from 5:51 p.m. all the way through to 6:14 p.m., this is just an update of the location while they were timed in. So this is the view that the client is going to be seeing, and they can use this to audit their talent partner or their employee to just confirm that indeed they were within the location or the area that they need to be in when they are timed into to their tasks. And that marks the end of this video. Thank you so much.